geoguessr, yes, I'm obsessed. I can't help it. OpenGuessr as always because I still am too cheap to pay. I'm too cheap to pay. I'm still just guessing countries. Alright, we got British Virgin Islands, Niger, Israel, Saudi Arabia, San Marino, or Indonesia. My first guess is Indonesia because this. Oh, maybe not. J.I. Ahmad. Okay, maybe it's. Where else do we think? Let's look. Do we think this could be like Israel or. Let's think. My guess is. No, I still feel like it's Indonesia. Yeah, I was thinking Ahmad. Like Ahmed, but that's not how you spell Ahmed. That's not how you spell it. I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Obviously, this doesn't look like Saudi Arabia. It's too green. I think the same thing about Israel. It's too green. I don't see it. The palm trees makes me think Indonesia, British Virgin Islands. Maybe British Virgin Islands. I think they are tropical. Niger. I don't think Niger. Could be. Niger. I don't know. It could be that. I would assume the British Virgin Islands are on the other side of the road. But again, I still don't know if that's a. It is Indonesia. Say first guess. Just go for the guesses. Alright, now see this could be Saudi Arabia or India. Or not India. Okay, it is India because the. It might be India. It could be India. Again, the actual equality on this one is not too bad. Like, right here is the only place it's screwed up. Okay, I don't think it's France. No. Spain, possibly. France, no. I was gonna say, like, super southern Spain definitely has deserty type areas, but France, as far as I know, it doesn't. India, the blurriness does make me think that, but otherwise, I'm not seeing, like Rajasthan. Okay, that guy right here. Now we're thinking India. Yeah, dress this. Yeah. What is the other possibility? The only other possibility is Tokelau, which I don't know anything about. Let's go India. Yeah, locked in. Right. Yeah, I was right. Rajasthan. I was dead on. Alright, let's think. What else? Strout Avenue. This is the US, right? Yeah. I mean, could this be. I mean, it's the US for sure, obviously. The road, the barn, chain link fence. I'm interested. I want to look at the. Yeah, I want to look at this. It's interesting. I never see where I live. These are not the power lines we have. We have power lines that have a T on top, and those are the ones that I've seen everywhere. Everywhere that I've gone, those are the only power lines I've ever seen. Every time I look at the power line in the US on this thing, they're just these. They're just straight with, like a ball on top. It's definitely the US. There's no doubt about it. It's definitely the US. Where in the US? Interesting. Georgia. I would have thought the South. I don't know if I would have guessed Georgia. Is this, whenever the US is an option, it's just statistically a good move because it's just such a large country and there's so much road and it's so well mapped. You're way more likely to get that. Is it Greenland? Greenland is basically the US at this point, right? Denmark, Sweden. I don't think it's Denmark. Again, look at these power lines. They're like this everywhere now. They're not like this everywhere. I've never seen one like this, but every time I see it on here, this is the one we're getting. I guess this is like a super southern thing. Maybe it's because we have snow where we are, and they don't have snow. They don't need it. So the T. Maybe something like that. Like the T is somehow like defraying risk from like down trees and stuff, because we definitely have a lot more trees than they do here. This is the US for sure. Albania, no. French Polynesia, definitely not. Definitely not. No, it's definitely the US. Where would this be in the US? I feel like we've actually seen this exact house before. Okay, this does, for me, this screams East Coast, for sure. Southern. Are we thinking, I mean, not coast coast, but think like original 13 colonies. In the South, could this be like Alabama? Could this be something along those lines? I'm gonna, yeah, somewhere around those lines. I was dead wrong. Indiana, the heartland. Okay, I mean, technically more east than west, but no, not even close. Alright. Pranabas Road. Pranabas Road. Okay, India is an option. I'm not seeing any like super, I mean there's a little bit of like blurriness, but nothing that makes me think for sure, definitely, no doubt about it. This decoration style is making me think India. Could it be Uganda? I don't think so. I mean, you know what, Uganda maybe. Bolivia? I don't think so. Heard Island? No clue. Senegal? Maybe Senegal. Uganda? Maybe. Russia? No, I don't think so. Let's go a little bit further down, see if we can see any, like, script. My guess right now is definitely... Yeah, okay. Super colorful, this stuff. This is India. Yeah, again, India, always a good guess, too. It's a big, big country. If China was at all mapped or, accessible to be on OpenGuessr, it would be a good guess, too, but I guess it's not. Alright, Lut de Fert. So, this is probably France, right? That sounds like French naming. I know we're kind of cheating by having the roads here, but eventually we would be able to find a sign. This is just a little bit more efficient. Growing some nice corn, it looks like. Very pretty. A lot of, landscaping, very nice looking. I mean, yeah, this feels French. Yeah. See, that was basically about as far south in France as you get, and it was green as green could be. This is clearly India. Yeah, no doubt about it. Again, this thing right here, this huge blurriness, just blowing out everything. Every time I see it, my first thought is, oh, this is probably India. I think we've had one time where we've had a blowout like this or something super blurry, and it was not India. I think it was Brazil. Interesting. Alright, where is this? Off the top of my head. D157. US is not an option. India is not an option. Okay, is it Iraq? I don't think this is Iraq. Could this be France? Forestry-wise, I guess. Let's see. Let's look at this road sign. Like these trash cans. Okay, this road sign probably is European then. This is looking a little janky. Okay, Montserrat. Benin, I don't think it's Benin. Singapore, I would not say Singapore. Again, for me, when I think Singapore, I just think city. Because I feel like it's just an island that's built up into a city. So, I mean, it can't be Singapore. Comores, I don't know. I feel like France is kind of the only option that makes any sense here. If we could zoom in, we could see something of that. We could probably determine it 100%. thing here is screaming not France. Yeah. Yeah, it's basically like right next to where we had it last time. Very interesting. Okay. Alright, well this Shapur, it's India. Yeah. Now you see, now we're getting into like that. This is not bad. Okay. Again, look, not every time we get India, the picture's bad. But basically every time the picture's bad, it is India. I mean, I don't love that. But yeah, I mean this screams India 1,000%. We've got we got the Sanskrit, we've got Shapur, we've got this architecture, we have a cow walking unmolested across the street. Yeah, I mean, come on. It even looks like an Indian cow. Pretty obvious. Okay. Now, this umlauti, is this an umlaut? I don't know what the specific term for that, I don't know what we would even call that. Typography, whatever we're calling it. That makes me think something, yeah, like Sweden. That was what was making me think. We got some logging stuff. That's definitely Swedish. Certainly the vegetation looks Swedish. Okay, yeah. Do we want to get? I want to get a little bit closer to this house. I just want to see what this house looks like. I'm also looking for places to move with this. Yeah, I'm not actually training my geoguessr skills whatsoever. I'm basically just looking for like tax-friendly countries that look nice, which is probably the next part of this series where we essentially just go into the map and we find some, we go into some countries that are fun. That was Sweden. We didn't get to guess it, unfortunately, but that was Sweden. Alright, now where is this? India's an option, so it's a decent guess. It's not Switzerland. That would be one of the countries I would want to go to just look around in the in OpenGuessr. This doesn't look, I mean, again, vegetation-wise, greenery-wise, this does have an India look to it. Nigeria, yeah, I could see this potentially being Nigeria. Zimbabwe, I could also kind of see this being Zimbabwe. Yeah. My first guess here is India. Togo, Zimbabwe. We've had a ton of India. We've had an absolute enormous amount of India. Let's look at this guy. Yeah, we're in India. Kind of gave it away. Kind of gave the game away, didn't he? Okay. Interesting. Alright, so this road stuff, this is not the US, even though the super open stuff could be. Okay, is it Israel? I don't think it's Israel. Russia or Uruguay are the two leading contenders for me. I don't think it's Hong Kong. Luxembourg, I don't think it's Luxembourg. Lesotho, no clue. Israel, I don't think the climate's right. God. Okay, that is where the sun is. It's in the south. So are we in the southern hemisphere? If we are, then it's Uruguay, right? Okay, so I always screw that up. Okay, so if the sun is in the south, assuming that compass is correct, then we're in the northern hemisphere. Let me know in the comments if that is correct, because I'm otherwise not going to remember it. Are we going to get more India? Is this India again? It kind of looks like it very easily could be. We got the rice fields. What are the other? I mean, to me that pretty much means it's a done deal. I don't see any of these other places being big rice growers, having rice fields. Yeah. crazy here? Yeah, I think we're definitely in India. Good lord, we are India loaded. How many have we had? I feel like half of the guesses here have been India so far. Not even guesses, like half of the answers have been India. Okay, very nice looking. I love the mountains. Okay. Saint Helena. I don't know. When I think of Saint Helena, I think of Mount St. Helens, the volcano that erupted years back. So when I think St. Helena, I think mountains, just because of that. Now, other than that, so this, the red kind of wooden structures, the mountains, I want to say Norway. I think Norway is a good bet. Slovakia, if I'm not mistaken, is parallel, like very close to it. No. Is it Slovakia or Slovenia? I think it's, you know what? I think it's Slovenia. Slovakia is Mediterranean. Okay. So Norway. So way further north Norway than I would have thought. Way further north. Wow. Way further north. Northwest Passage, Norway. Big. I mean, this feels for sure. This is the U.S. I mean, it says U.S. on it right there. Come on. Not even a question. I want to try Colorado. You know what? I think I would have guessed Colorado. I think I would have guessed because of the mountains. Is this Hirava Patla? Is this India again? I mean, we're just getting India loaded here. Now again, here's the thing. All of this is blown out. Are we right? We're right. We're right. Ranch Road. I mean, that's the U.S. What other country has ranches? Like large ranches? Other countries have ranches, but I think the U.S. is doing the best. Maybe Argentina. I know Argentina has some, like, you know, definitely large cattle areas. I don't know if they're technically ranches. Yeah, okay, we're in India. There's no question. Not super screwed up image, but a little bit. See, now they're showing me all their best sides. Okay, dirt, super red. Very interesting. Really interesting. Power lines, not seen those before. No, we have seen this before. They're India. Yeah, we've seen this one. We've not seen these big giant, like, transformer-y things, but we've seen these ones. It's India. For sure. Yep. Okay, we're now edging up to like 75% India. This is crazy. Absolute bananas. Alright. India is not an option. Okay. Let's think. Chile. Portugal. Faroe Islands. Anguilla. New Zealand. Nicaragua. I could maybe see New Zealand. Let's see if we can read some of this sign. I can't get super good on that sign. Oh, interesting. We got a little. Okay, this iconography is making me think New Zealand. Right? Yeah. Kind of Maori-ish. Yeah. That's making me think that. I believe I can see, if I'm not mistaken. Are we on the coast? We've got some logging stuff here. Gate 3. So they're speaking English. It's New Zealand, right? Gotta be. Dead on. We got it. Anybody from New Zealand? Okay. Interesting. Romania, Vanuatu, St. Kitts, Niger, Bhutan, Puerto Rico. Interesting. I kind of want to say Bhutan. Honestly. Yeah, like like this kind of plating architecture and these things. For some reason, it does make me think. Okay, no. this right here, it's Romania. It's Romania, 100%. Yeah, this like kind of orthodoxy church. Yeah. Let's zoom in on this. I want to get into this. I want to get up to this church. This is very. Is it a church? It's for sure a church. Yeah. I want to get closer to this church. It's cool looking. Not that we don't have churches in the States, but they usually don't. I mean, they usually don't look like this. They're not, I mean, this is an Orthodox architecture. The sort of like cupola or architecture, as opposed to, we tend to have more spires, much more Gothic, as opposed to the sort of a Russian medieval Romanesque style that they stuck with. Yeah, for sure we're in Romania. Another place that I might, again, I like the Eastern Europe. Like, I'd be looking at Poland if I was gonna move. Like, again, tax friendliness, and then love of freedom. Love of freedom, generally speaking, is engendered by being crushed by communism for decades and years and generations. So Poland, where's Georgia? Georgia, I hear Georgia's nice. Not as great of a deal nowadays, but still pretty nice. Romania, Slovenia, yeah, that'd be pretty good. Czechia, maybe Slovakia, maybe, but definitely, yeah. I'm thinking like Poland. That's got a pretty cool tax program right now. Seems pretty based. Switzerland, always a good option for the tax friendliness and political neutrality. BBM, Are Damanti, DDM Mechanica is Italy, right? The mountains. Wow, super gorgeous. Italy would be another thing, but to be honest, while I like Italy and I am learning Italian, it's so that I can move to the Ticino, Lugano area of Switzerland where they speak Italian. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to move to Italy. Visit, sure, and I mean, hey, if I could get a good deal in Italy, this feels like, I was gonna say this feels like the US. It does feel like the US, but it's not the US. But yeah, if I could get a good deal in Italy, I'd move to Italy. I would not have a problem with that. So where are we thinking here? Hungary. Super open spaces. This is what I'm seeing here. I definitely think of Kazakhstan as super wide open spaces. I don't know if they have this expanse of like roads. And I'm pretty sure Kazakhstan, last I heard, could be totally different now, but it was not well mapped. So this is, I mean, I feel like maybe France. Does France have a lot of like super undeveloped ranching grassland type stuff? I don't think so, which is making me lean towards Hungary. Do we think Hungary is a big enough country to have this amount of open, undeveloped country? Like, if you were to have Brazil, Argentina in here, I'd be going for that 1,000%. Okay, so this is pretty much going to be a guess either between Hungary and Kazakhstan. I don't like any of these options. These look like pine tree. Yeah, I'm going to say Hungary. I'm probably wrong. It's Kazakhstan. Of course. Yeah. So good on you, Kazakhstan. Has a good looking bit of road. Good looking bit of road here. Alright, we've got kind of pretty tropically looking stuff. This feels a little Asian, architecture-wise, for me. Maybe, I mean, not super. Not like crazy. So Lebanon. You know what? I know now we're getting a little bit closer to it. I'm like, Greece? Maybe. Oh, you know what? Mexico's an option. Mexico's, I think, actually our leading contender right now. Yeah. This is literally as far as we go. Nope, okay, we moved. Okay, here we go. That's Thailand. Dead giveaway. Dead giveaway for Thailand. It's a good thing we did that, though. I kind of was thinking Thailand just because of the amount of water on the ground. I know Mexico's not 100% arid, but I do think of it as a more arid country than Thailand and just other stuff. Now you see, this, yeah, like this being all super screwed up. Brazil is also a contender for having bad pictures. Maybe my internet's going out. Maybe my internet's... No, my internet's okay. So it's gotta be Brazil. Yeah. Yeah. Brazil and India. Add another one to the Brazil. India is still far ahead in the not having good as the US, right? Big camper. Come on. Big camper. Canton Road. Yeah. Come on, baby. Not even close. Ohio. Cool, 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 cool. Alright, let's do 3 more. This to me is thinking, interesting. Is Thailand or not? Yeah, I was thinking Thailand, like right off the bat. Interesting. Okay, so this is the thing that I was looking at that made me like think back, because this looks like a Madonna, and I don't think of Thailand as being Christian. As far as, again, correct me if I'm wrong, Thailand is mostly like majority Buddhist. It's not to say they don't have, other religions there, but I feel like majority Buddhist. Okay, that was 1 of 3, so this is 2 of 3. Is this the U.S.? This is definitely the U.S. We got cattle ranch, barn, big roads. See, this, not exactly these connectors, but absolutely for sure 100% the T. The T, the T, the T, the T, the T. Every single power line I've ever seen has the T. It's good to know some other people are doing it right. Oklahoma. Alright, last one. Vestre di Jodorvega. Are we thinking? Okay, so probably. Alright, let me think. Just right off the gas, we're gonna say Romania. The mountains, as we all know, Romania and Transylvania are not technically the exact same thing, but pretty close. So these are, I don't know if these are technically the Carpathian Mountains, but they do have the Carpathian Mountains, and that means that they've got a lot of big dog mountains. Greece has some hills and stuff like that, but nothing this big, and it's not as green. Norway, you know what, it could be Norway, actually. Ooh, okay. Let's do this in our best Swedish accent. Yeah. You know what, I think this might be, I think this is more Norway. The lakes and like the kind of fjordiness of it is making me, yeah. Norway. Good guess. Was that our last one? We'll do one more because I don't remember. I think that was supposed to be our last one. This is India. God, India coming in with another one. I mean, again, we would say the best. Yeah, okay. We're seeing some stuff here. That's India. Bam. India, 100%. Alrighty, fantastic. Southern India. I don't know if I would have guessed that's southern in India, but alright. With that being said, thank you for your attention. Good luck in all your endeavors, and I shall so farewell.